Hi, I'm Bill Crowell, owner and operator of Budget Artist Photo and Design Studio in Lock Haven, Pennsylvania. Originally, I'm from Greensburg, Pennsylvania, which is outside of Pittsburgh, and I moved to Lock Haven in 1996 to attend Lock Haven University. I graduated from LHU in 2001 with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Graphic and Online Interactive Design. After graduation, I had a couple of random design jobs before being hired as the photographer for the local newspaper, the Lock Haven Express. Over the course of my 13 years at the paper, I worked my way up to become their photo and design editor. After years of working for the paper and also building my own business, I left the paper in 2016 to pursue my goal of being fully self-employed. The thing that inspires me most about the Pennsylvania wilds is the people and the natural beauty. The small town life of central Pennsylvania really allows me to build personal relationships with a lot of my clients. Mostly all of my clients are people that I bump into on a regular basis and have a relationship one way or the other. Whether I've been photographing their kids for years at various sporting events, or they know my family from school themselves, there aren't many strangers here. There also isn't a shortage of scenic backdrops for photos. I spend a large amount of my time in the outdoors capturing families and students. Almost anywhere people want to go for their pictures turn out to be an amazing location. From the endless mountains and streams to the wooded parks and colorful foliage, there's always more to explore in the PA wilds. At Budget Artists, our primary market is sports and school photography. This includes team and individual photos for high school and youth sports, as well as action shots. We also do a lot of work for Lock Haven University, covering campus events and ceremonies, as well as graduations. Another main area of our business is portraits. We shoot a lot of family photos, as well as senior photos for graduating seniors. I've always wanted to be my own boss, and even when I was a kid, my friend and I set up a baseball card shop in his basement. Of course, the only people that came were neighborhood kids, but we're always told that we have to go to school and then get a job, which means working for someone else. I did that at first, but after years of building up my own side gig business, I learned that there was enough of a demand for my skills and services that I could possibly make a go of it. When I first started out, I felt that I needed to take every job that came my way, because as an entrepreneur, if you're not working, you're not getting paid. It's not like a normal 9 to 5 where you can clock in and clock out and collect your regularly scheduled paycheck every 2 weeks. Over time, I learned what my niche market was and discovered that it was okay to turn away jobs that weren't in my area of focus. For example, we don't do baby newborn sessions, we also don't do maternity sessions, and very rarely do we do weddings. With such a diverse pool of photographers in our area, it's important to distinguish yourself. My natural interest in sports seemed like a logical avenue to take. Also, when I first started out, I was working on a computer in a spare room of our house. Now, in addition to my home office, I have a studio space in downtown Lock Haven. It's on the second floor of an old building downtown that we renovated. This has allowed me a space to work on some more creative projects and offers an option for clients that want indoor shots with studio lighting, as well as a place to meet and discuss projects and sessions with clients. I've worked on many projects that help tell the story of the PA wilds, both directly and indirectly with the Pennsylvania wilds. Indirectly, I've worked with Clinton County government on a book that celebrated the 175th anniversary of the county. I attended and shot all of the events for the year and laid out the book, showcasing the events and people of the county. I've also worked with the Economic Partnership to help build their library of promotional photos for use in brochures, social media, etc. I've taken photos and made videos for many of the trail races that take place in Clinton County, like the Eagleton Mine Trail Challenge, Mega Transect, Frozen Snot, and Heiner Challenge. These races bring hundreds of participants from all over the country and are a great way to promote the area. I've also worked directly with the PA Wilds on a few projects, such as the Bradford Airport banner, which welcomes visitors to the airport, and I was one of the photographers to work on the Creative Makers exhibit. That project was especially fun because I got to travel to all parts of the PA Wilds that I had never been to before and see the awesome studios and workspaces that these artisans use. I've always been jealous of people who have wonderful dedicated spaces to practice their craft and was proud that I was finally able to have a space of my own. I have a couple of different hopes for my work. First, for my individual clients, I hope that they get images that they just love and they actually get them printed out and hang on their walls. In today's world where everything's digital photos, a lot of people just snap photos away with their phone and they don't actually get photos printed out. I'm always proud when the clients send me their photos and pictures of their photos that are hanging on their walls of their homes, where they'll probably stay for years. As for the photos of the events and institutions that I take, I hope that when they're used in promotional materials and advertisements and on social media, that people from outside the area will see them and say, wow, that place looks awesome, we need to go there, and actually follow through and come for a visit. On a personal level, I hope to have more time in the future to work on some personal projects that I have in mind. It's a great honor and personally very humbling to have been recognized by the Pennsylvania Wilds. I really don't do any self-promotion, so when I got the call saying I'd been selected as Artisan of the Year, I was really confused. I told her I didn't enter anything, and when she explained that I had been nominated by other people, I felt very honored that they thought enough of me and of my work to make the nomination. In a small town such as Lock Haven, it's important to help and support one another. When one of us succeeds, we all succeed, and I'm happy to be a part of that. I really don't have a huge social media presence. I'm on the typical places like Facebook and Instagram, but you can also visit me directly on my website at budgetartist.com. I always tell people that the business side of being an artist is just as important as the actual art itself. I learned a lot of things at Lock Haven University in the art department up there, but one of the things that I did not learn a whole lot about was the business aspect. It took a lot of learning to learn taxes and payroll and marketing and bookkeeping, and all that stuff is stuff that's vitally important to being a successful artist. It's also important to encourage young people to invest in themselves and their art. A lot of parents have a hard time visualizing how you can make a living in the arts. What I like to tell them is that the skills that you hone as an artist are very transferable to the working world, and the creative thinking that you often use as an artist is desirable to many employers. Final thing I'd like to say is just please support your small businesses and shop local. The small businesses are the bread and butter of our community and the economy. So when you support small businesses, that money is much more likely to stay local and be spent locally. Small businesses are the ones that are sponsoring your youth sports teams. They're the ones donating to your fundraisers and raffles. So it's important to help them and support small businesses because they in turn help and support you and your organizations.